Yes, Mr. T-Rex.
You started a poll on Facebook!
It says, so I bought a Nerf Fortnite ARL, and now you have 5 days to decide what happens next. 30% voted for death by Hacksaw, but 70% voted for death by IMR. Seeing as we're not the Brexit Commission, I'm gonna follow through.
I'm excited!
But Mr. T-Rex, we're gonna have to unbox all of these first. Ooh, there are people there. Really like these colours of Nerf darts, actually. Detachable barrel, canon amovible, canon renouvelable. That's why I speak German. Do you know what? I really love these kind of holographic stickers as well. I've never seen these on a Nerf gun before, but really nice. Good job, Hasbro. Let's see, removable barrel attachment, 3-dart integral clip. I'm actually quite a big fan of blasters which you can top load, so I guess we'll see what this is like. This is almost a smaller version of that other blaster. What's that other blaster that's just come out? Just like the Shadow ICS. I knew that. Also look out for other blasters. Aussie blasters. Wait, no, sorry, that's French. Thought they meant Australian specials just there. Where's German? Why don't we have any German on this box? You know, that's interesting. With videos, you often get different kind of zones where they put the languages for the translations on the videos. So I guess Nerf must have zones now as well. ARL and the TS Mega, we are not getting this in this country, unfortunately, which I'm a little bit gutted about because I do love my shotguns. Epic? Will it be epic? We'll see.
I unboxed that one!
Okay, Mr. T-Rex. Why, thank you, Mr. T-Rex. What a helpful dinosaur. Inside the box, we have instructions, kind of put darts in there, pull back and, yep, does stuff. These are interesting Nerf darts. I do quite like the colours. Slightly rebel, slightly alien menace. And now we have the rest of our suppressed pistol. Ooh, suppressor. This is much chunkier than it looked like on the box. It's massive! Look at this! I've never seen! Let's just compare this, actually. The diameter of this thing is absolutely humongous. I also like the way, though, that it's not quite circular. That's kind of cool. But if you compare this to the first ever suppressor Nerf blaster attachment that came out, i.e. the Spectre, the Spectre's tiny! Look at the difference! This is one big, chunky silencer. I'd be really disappointed if this doesn't silence. Also quite a big fan of the way that this looks a little bit kind of scratched up. Although this does look a little bit like kind of...
It looks like dinosaur poop!
Thank you, Mr. T-Rex.
I was just saying what everyone else was thinking!
You're so good at that, Mr. T-Rex.
Ow! Ow!
Such a helpful dinosaur. How does this feel in the hand? Yeah, actually, do you know what? That feels pretty darn comfortable. I'm quite a big fan of that. It's pretty funky. And prime? Oh, it doesn't go back by itself. I'm a little bit disappointed about that. That this side is painted, this side is not painted. Hasbro, honestly, would it take any more effort just to have a guy with a Sharpie at the end of the production line, just like Fortnite? Actually, why don't I do that? Where's my Sharpie? It's okay. You can thank me later, Hasbro. Perfect. Classy. Hasbro probably thought of that, but it costs too much. There are no sling attachment points on this blaster. None at all. Oh, I missed a spot. Perfect. Put a sling attachment point there too, maybe. I love this detail here. Shh. After all, it is a silenced pistol. In terms of attachment points, there's only one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up. Hasbro actually supplies 6 darts with this blaster. 6! So generous. I'm going to go and shoot at some deploys. There's a hinge right there. Kind of goes upwards. That actually didn't seem that bad. I'm not going to be able to chrono this because a couple of Grim Up Nerfs ago, my chrono stopped working, but that actually didn't seem all that bad. I would actually consider running this in a Nerf war. I don't know whether you guys noticed this, but it actually sounded quite loud for what it was. Let's just go again. You see what I mean? It actually sounded quite loud without the silencer, so I think we ought to use it now. Shh. Thing of beauty is a joy forever. We're just going to take a quick look at this with a silencer on, and actually it looks pretty darn funky. I really like the look of this. It's got that kind of cartoony, over-the-top silencer look, and I actually really like it. So let's see how it goes. Much quieter. Wow, that was so silent. What do you think, Mr. T-Rex?
Like a butterfly floating on a cold summer zephyr!
Well, that was quite profound. Couldn't have put it better if I was Tang. The trigger pull actually also feels really smooth. Just comparing it to this, I don't know if you can hear this. The trigger pull in this seems quite clunky, whereas here, it just feels really smooth. Actually, if you look at it, this trigger pulls straight back, whereas this one kind of pulls upwards. So that's one blaster unboxed. What are we gonna do next? I think we should go for the Microshots. Okay, now to unbox these. What are we gonna start with? I think we'll start off with the llama, because I quite like llamas. What do you think, llama? Llama. I think it's trying to say something. I just noticed that these have only got 2 darts in them. Hasbro, I thought you turned over a new leaf. There we go.
It's magic!
Only 2 darts. I've just noticed something really, really interesting about this packaging. Normally when you get plastic packaging, you have a blister and then you lay whatever you're trying to display in the blister. But Hasbro's turned it upside down. You crazy, Hasbro. This looks absolutely incredible. Look at it.
What happens? It vocalizes.
Mr. Llama, you're alive. The noise the llama makes. Let's have a quick range test with this. I know that it's basically just a jolt, but I love the fact that it's a llama. One thing that's a little bit weird with this, there have been a couple of times where I've tried to pull this down and it hasn't quite pulled down all the way. I don't know if that's just me being, I am so gonna put a Havoc Fire door spring in there. Interesting thing with these Microshots, with the Jolt, you can kind of get away with applying like a little bit of pressure on the trigger when you pull down. And so I'm applying a little bit of pressure on the trigger here, pulling down, and it'll still prime. Whereas this guy here, a little bit of pressure, and it doesn't prime. So you got to make sure that your finger is right away from the trigger before you prime it. The thing is that this is all molded plastic. There are no screws around the outside to take off this shell. I'm just looking, and obviously it's still the same kind of core Jolt design, but there are going to be some slight differences. I seriously want to put a Havoc Fire battery door spring in there. Mr. Llama, would you like to help me unbox the others? Ready, Mr. Llama? Thank you, Mr. Llama. This is really interesting because these darts are all different colours and they also have letters on them, look! This one says J, this one says W. That's interesting. J and W, I wonder what they could stand for. I'm going to take this out the packaging, but I can't take it out the packaging because it's underneath. Hasbro, you're blowing my mind. Bad lads! You crazy Hasbro. This looks pretty cool. Try firing this. Wait. Did you hear that? I'm absolutely positive that that whistled. Is that what W stands for? Whistler. So these are whistler darts. I don't remember these whistling. No, they don't whistle. That's absolutely incredible. So these darts whistle. As with the Llama Blaster, I'm not going to be able to take it apart and actually look at what's inside because there are no screws apart from the ones down here. And you'd have to crack open some solvent welding to do it. So cool that these whistle. I would be really, really interested though in getting inside this and seeing if it is just a Jolt. Let me just compare it with a Jolt. Got a box of Jolts over here somewhere. If we take a look down the middle and compare, you can see that the dart pegs are slightly differently oriented. This one's in a cross shape with the crossy bits horizontal. This one's in a cross shape with the crossy bits kind of vertical, and in addition to that, the air restrictor pegs are slightly differently oriented too. The Microshot does feel slightly harder to prime, but that may just be because the spring in this is getting old. Ooh, these have got W's on them as well, which means they're probably whistlers too. I love how this looks. Look, this is fantastic. A regular little rocket launcher, pint size. And that whistles as well. So, priming it. Wow! That was incredible! I cannot believe this blaster was so powerful. This reskin's made such a difference. That's incredible. Right, so I've set up an apple on top of the deploy. I'm going to take a dart outside because I've got a feeling this is going to be super powerful. Prime and aim. Can't even see it, but rockets are mostly laser guided, so it's all right. Right, let's see if we hit the target. I can't believe that this little blaster here blew a hole that size out of that apple. Incredible. Whistliness aside, in my view, what we have is 3 kind of dart crossovers going on here. We have Fortnite Aki Strike, Fortnite Alien Menace, and Fortnite Zombie Strike. What do you think, Llama? Well, so far, I'm severely impressed with these Fortnite blasters. They're absolutely phenomenal. Well worth waiting for. And we've actually got one more blaster to unbox, but I'm not going to be unboxing this now. Because like I said at the start of the video, we did a poll on this blaster. And that poll was how to destroy it. And you guys voted for IMRs over hacksaw. So I'm going to be unboxing this and destroying it with IMRs all in the same video. If you want to see that poll, just so you know that I'm not kind of, talking And if you go over to Justajolt on Facebook and check it out, Bob Lolo actually made a phenomenal video unboxing Fortnite blasters. Bob Lolo's video was absolutely amazing. It literally made me laugh out loud. And so if you go over to Bob Lolo's channel, have a good look because it is absolutely phenomenal. Best Fortnite footage I've ever seen. Thanks once more as well to everybody who tuned in for the live stream of me actually making this video. I think it may well become a regular thing. Also got another video coming up pretty shortly about how I made these. There used to be something from IKEA.
What's in the stock?
It's an absolutely gorgeous Nerf blaster that was given to me by Games of Foam at Foam Fest. Look at it, it's a dart tag stinger and I absolutely love how shiny it is. Ooh, shiny. Please go and have a look on Britnerf to find out about future Games of Foam events. We do Nerf wars in shopping malls, which are absolutely phenomenal. Go to Britnerf and check them out.
Banana! 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 Banana!